Welcome to the Flex Forward Podcast, where grit meets growth. With your host, Nick Espanet, bringing you stories of resilience, reinvention, and the real climb to success.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Flex Forward Podcast. Today, we're joined by Greg Roberts. Greg is head of Funding Your Way, a lender, and I'll let him give a little more details about that. I'm excited to hear about what exactly it is he does and some of the successes he's had. So, Greg, welcome to the Flex Forward Podcast. Can you tell our listeners a little bit more, dive in a little deeper about what it is you do?
Absolutely, Nick, and it's good to be here.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, I've enjoyed your podcast. Well, Nick, primarily we are a business lending agency, and we have two sides of the business, actually. We do the business lending, of course, and then we also do business expense reduction, on the other side, as far as like property tax reductions and, audits, things like that. But primarily on the lending side, we're not specific to any type of industry or any certain industry. We've got everything from tech companies, do a lot of those. We do a lot of startups, and those can be in pretty much any type of industry. And we do a lot of, as far as those go, we do the tech startups, we do the construction, we do, manufacturing. A lot of, on the tech side, we do a lot of new agriculture startups. So there's a lot of tech going on in that industry. So we're not limited to any one thing. And so we also do for established businesses, we do capital expansion loans. So do a lot of that.
Sounds like some exciting stuff. So I'm sure in the lending world, there's a lot of competition between banks and other lenders. What's something that sets you apart?
Well, actually, we kind of step in where the banks leave off because especially on the startups, banks generally don't tend to view them very favorably because they look at them as risky, 100% risk.
Sure.
So that's one reason that the banks don't like to deal with those generally. But we work with a lot of banks, especially on SBA loans, and so we've got some great people that do that. But we work with them also on the loans that they can't do, like the startups, and there's some other types of loans as well. We help their clients with that so that they don't have a client walk away.
Okay.
If we can help one of their clients out, well, then they can. We always suggest after a couple of years that they go back to the bank and start a relationship there.
Oh, that's nice to have that relationship where they can refer people back and forth. That's not awesome. So is there something that how did you end up in this industry? Have you been in it for how long? And then how did you end up here?
Yeah, I've been in it for quite a few years now. I worked with CPA firms for 16 years, and I worked with a marketing company that actually helped new CPAs get their firms off the ground.
Okay.
And so that's how I got into this industry. We would, in the course of our business day, we would ask, some of the clients that signed up, what do you need besides tax and bookkeeping, advice and service? And they'd say, we need money, and the banks aren't loaning it, especially if they were a startup, So
Sure.
I did some research and found some great sources, and I've been doing this probably now for about 6 years.
Okay. Awesome. Well, it sounds like you found a need and you're filling it, and it sounds like it's going pretty well. So if someone is listening and wants to get better at, either starting a business or just anything like that, do you have any things you can suggest for them?
Well, they most of the time I always suggest that you do a lot of research, before you start a business, because that's part of it. You need to kind of know the landscape of some of the things you're going to run into as a new business, and generally speaking, there's a process, Nick, and it's a company, say a trade. We'll take a trade for example. Someone that's like in the air conditioning business. They may be an employee for 6 or 7 years. That's generally the point that they begin to see that maybe they would rather branch out on their own and do their own thing instead of working for someone else. They can kind of see the profit potential of doing that.
Sure.
And so, yeah, we just and we help clients with that if they need some advice. They don't have to take a loan to call me. I always do some consulting, and that's free. So if they need help making a decision, well, we help them out with that also.
It's nice because I imagine there is a lot within the trades. Guys get good at being a plumber, but you kind of hit a ceiling, I would guess, until you start your own business. Plumber,
Right.
AC guy, whatever it might be. So that's good. I think always do plenty of research is the way to get there. So what is one of the biggest challenges you've had to overcome in your journey?
Well, I would just say actually getting the word out to people, that because there's a lot of people, and I've run into this continually, that don't know the people that do what I do exist. So the issue is getting the word out to everybody, and I work a lot on social media, and of course being in the business as long as I have, well, I've got a ton of referrals, and people that send their friends my way, and so that helps out quite a bit. I work quite a bit with Texas A&M University alumni. Those guys have been a godsend to me, and they send quite a bit of business my way.
Good. That I have my ring off over here, but when I'm typing, I don't wear it. It moves
Oh,
around while I'm typing. So
yeah, all right.
Aggies are doing all right this year.
Oh yeah. Whoop.
Exciting stuff. So, well, it sounds like things are going well. You've been in this for 6 years and doing well. A lot of people, as they start having success, start thinking towards passive income or in their future, either, to supplement their future income or replace current. What are your thoughts about passive income?
Well, I have kind of taken care of that on the other side. So as far as this business goes, I'm sure down the road, I have plans to possibly pass the business on to someone that I feel would be a good owner with the same kind of outlook that I have as far as working with people go, and that type of thing. It's not going to be anytime soon because I kind of enjoy this and it's a lot of fun. And
That's good. Yeah,
I,
it's not a job. If you're enjoying it, it's not a job, right? You're
I
getting paid for doing something you love.
That's exactly right, and it's really rewarding too. When I've had situations where people have come to me, especially on some of the fairly new businesses that need money for inventory, or they need money to finish out their build outs, or there's several things, and they're kind of on a cliff. That I need a loan, or I'm kind of at the point where I've got to decide to stay in or get out of business.
Sure.
And when we help them out, that's a really nice feeling. And so
No, that's got it. Yeah, definitely see them the success and then getting you paid back and getting their business to keep growing is awesome. I'm sure that's quite rewarding.
it
So,
is.
as for wrapping up the interview, do you have any exciting plans or initiatives in the works for the next 6 to 12 months?
Well, we have taken on some new lenders in the last year, and we've also taken on some investors that are interested. Not everything can be taken care of with a loan or that type of setup, but we've got some good angel investors now, and so we're working with them on the larger projects that where they need a little bit more than a lending institution. So that's
Okay.
been exciting. Yeah. And so I'm looking forward to expanding on some of that.
That's awesome. Sounds like you got a lot of good things on the deck coming up. So Greg, yes, thank you so much for your time today and your insights and tips. I know our listeners are going to really enjoy it and grow from it. If people wanted to reach out and connect with you, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you or find you?
Yeah, Nick, the website is www.fundingyourway.biz, not .com, .biz. And my email is Greg, Greg, at fundingyourway.biz. And the phone number, the text line is 940-536-3074. So.
Awesome. Great stuff. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And everyone, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like and share this episode and listen to some more. And thank you, Greg. I appreciate your time today.
Absolutely, Nick. I enjoyed it. Take care of yourself.
Thanks for listening to the Flex Forward podcast. If you've got grit, growth, and a great story, visit flexforwardpodcast.com/guest to apply and join us on the show.